Hey guys, welcome back to Driver Defense Team. We have attorney Shahina Khan and Derek Martin here with me today. We are watching a video that we've never watched before. During the video, we're going to tell you what we think, and we hope you do the same in the comments.
All right, guys, let's watch it.
In November of 2022, a Houston, Missouri police officer was dispatched to a gas station owned by the town mayor, Willie Walker. The call was about a man who drove up to the store allegedly drunk.
It's right down here.
Hold on. You can sit here in denial. You want back and smell the alcohol. Okay?
And
Okay. Are you going to take some breathalyzer test for me real quick?
no.
You won't?
For what?
Because you drove that vehicle up here.
I didn't drive it.
Sir, do I have to detain you?
For what?
H1L1, I'm now a subject. For driving while intoxicated.
You're not driving. I wasn't driving.
Okay, sir. They stated they seen you drive up here. You're intoxicated. I'm not going to allow you to
Who
operate.
said I drove it?
Sir, I'm not going to tell you who. I'm just telling you what I've observed. Or will you be willing to take some tests for me to allow you to operate your motor vehicle? Okay,
No.
well then you're not going to operate that motor vehicle.
Well, all right then.
All right?
Let it be. I'll have Jay's haul it.
No, so here's the deal. Did you operate that vehicle coming in here?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to detain you. Go ahead and turn, put your hands behind your back. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. I'm going to detain you right now. You're not under arrest, but I'm going to detain you until I can find out if you've operated that motor vehicle up here. When I find out you operated that motor vehicle up here in an intoxicated condition, you will be placed under arrest for driving underneath the influence of alcohol. Do you understand? You have a driver's license on you? Sir, do you have a driver's license on you? Okay, we can play that game too, buddy.
Have Jay's come get my fucking car.
Stop talking.
Alright, well, you have a driver, you have a wallet on you, bud?
First of all, don't drink and drive, guys, right? This guy is in the place. Cops come up, he is clearly hammered. He doesn't really make any admissions, so, he's clearly, hammered.
It's like you're intoxicated. And
Yeah,
what's
right.
your point?
It sure seems like it, right?
Just trying to get a candy bar.
Doesn't make any admissions, gets put in handcuffs and shuts up. I mean, that's kind of the right move for this guy,
Absolutely.
right?
For sure. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't say anything else. And it is kind of smart of the officer. He said on body-worn camera, I'm detaining you to further my investigation to see if I can prove that you drove here by way of the surveillance
Right.
camera, I would assume.
Yes.
And then if so, then he knows he was driving. I mean, what do you guys think about like the probable cause to think he's under the influence right now? He has an odor. His speech is clearly
Speech is
slurred.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
it really depends on when he drove in and when he went inside.
Like how long he's been
Right.
inside.
Right.
Right. Well, so yeah, that's the part I wanted to really break down is this guy's in handcuffs and the officer told him you're not under arrest yet. Let's break down the sort of legality of that. You said you liked what the officer said. How come?
I think it's smart because he, I think, has a legitimate reason to believe that he is under the influence and drove there based on the statement that was made, presumably by like the gas teller, right? So he's like, I can't let you go, right?
Right. There's both the act of what had happened, a crime may have been committed.
Correct.
And then an imminent crime that could be committed in the
Exactly.
future if this guy hops back in the car.
And putting other people in danger,
Yes.
right? So the officer can't let him do that. And he's saying super clearly, I am detaining you. I'm going to further my investigation by determining if you were driving, and then we'll take it from there. So I did think that was smart of the officer. If he goes in and sees he was driving, I mean, I think we all think he's under the influence. Sounds like he's got enough
Yeah.
to arrest him and charge him with a DUI.
No, I think you're right. So
At what point does it become a seizure? For me, I'm seeing this like this guy's in custody.
he is.
It's not even detained. Like he's getting placed in the back of a squad car with handcuffs. I think he's under arrest.
So he's
like-
so he's clearly not free to leave,
Yeah.
right? He can't leave, but somebody can be detained as part of the investigation takes time. It's not a snap your fingers and the investigation is completed, right? So during this investigation, a reasonable amount of time to watch the video, interview people, right? That investigation is very much ongoing right now, and that just does take time. And it'd be unreasonable to say that this officer has to let this guy go and free to walk around and free to do whatever while the investigation's ongoing. So he is detained. He's not free to leave. He very well may be under arrest at some near point in the future, but now he's just detained during the investigation. That's how I would categorize it. Okay. So then that begs the question, what about his statements? Right? What if this guy does sit in the back of the car and he starts singing like a canary, right? Like, oh, I've been drinking since noon or whatever, right? What do you think about those statements?
I think they're suppressible.
Right.
I think if they're not solicited, then they can come in.
Good.
If
Yes.
if he's under interrogation, like if on the way to the police department, the officer's like, so did you drink today? What time did you start drinking? That all needs to come in after Miranda.
Yes.
But if the officer has said nothing and he's just driving and he's like, all right, I am wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's like,
Those are-
Voluntary
yeah.
statements,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Yep, that's a great distinction, right? Are you in custody? Is he in custody? Yes. Is he under interrogation or being questioned?
Yeah.
You know, where's your driver's license is not an interrogation.
You could have your driver's license on you and that doesn't prove you're driving.
Exactly. And just to be clear, if he is going to question the office, this suspect in handcuffs, he can. We're just saying he should read him Miranda first.
If he wants any of these statements to be admissible.
Yes. I mean, it's normal. An officer's investigating something. It's totally normal to question the subject as part of the investigation. You should just read them Miranda first.
Right.
And that's probably what my guess is. This officer goes back in to talk to the cashier or whatever. How long has he been here? Do you have video? Does all that. And then, has a really good base of understanding of what happened, and then comes back, definitely should read him Miranda rights, and then question him. And based on that, this officer will know, it almost doesn't even matter then what the guy says. This officer's going to know if he's making an arrest or not. Or if something awesome happens, like he flees on.
I didn't do nothing,
Wow.
man.
Okay.
You drove your car up here drunk, and I'm going to go back there and review those cameras.
I didn't drive up
Sir,
there.
you are obviously intoxicated.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes, you are. Take a step back.
not as bad as I can get.
Okay, but you still are. Correct. But have a seat right there for me. Again, you're not under arrest right now. You're just being detained while I investigate
For
this.
what?
For driving while underneath the influence of alcohol.
I'm not
Sir,
driving.
I'm going to ask you to step in that vehicle, or I'm going
Well,
to arrest you for not doing it. I'm giving you a lawful order.
Pants.
Sir, your pants are fine. Step in the vehicle.
I got to get my pants pulled up.
You don't have anything?
God damn, pull my pants up.
Your britches are up. You're good. You get in the vehicle. All right. All right. Hang tight for me real quick.
Alright.
Sorry. Is there anybody you can call to get the camera?
So it's Sunday, and I normally close because they're doing whatever. I called Jeremy a while ago. I could call Carla and see if Willie could come up.
That'd
by
be great.
chance.
I really appreciate it.
Jordan?
Yep.
I called Jeremy and he was like, take his number, and if he can wait till first thing in the morning, he says, I'll get
No,
it to him. And I was like,
so I need
don't
it
think
tonight.
they're going to wait.
No, I need it tonight. I can't arrest you on a suspicion without having to.
Oh, he scared the shit out of me. I'm so glad
Did
he
he?
came in when
Did
he
you
did.
see him when he came in?
Absolutely. He come in and the other officer was in here. He was walking in and he was like, I've already got that full once. And I was like, I said, dude, he don't need to be driving. And whenever he just now walked out, I was like, watch my pregnant daughter out there on the road. And he said, I'll get her too. And I was
I
like,
can smell him.
he's awful.
Yeah. Oh, he's.
Talking about he just got out of county, something, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So there they are.
Oh, he was from last night. Hey, Andy. He's drunk as hell. Could you watch him on my passenger side? Make sure you don't try and kick out my window or something. Thanks.
I just arrested him yesterday. He was drunk yesterday too.
Was he? That's what he was saying, but I need to review the camera. She stated he did come in, so as long as I can see it, I'm gonna take him. Thanks. Guy, he's drunk. I need to see the camera. Just a drunk guy. It's
My
cool.
cameras are for you guys.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
Okay.
So
These are private cameras.
Right, so,
Okay, I want it in writing that you even requested that.
okay, I can give it to you, Willie, in writing. That's fine. I mean,
You're fucking done, dude. I'll tell you right now. I've fucking had it with your ass.
okay, dude.
No, okay, dude, nothing. I've had it with your fucking ass. Seriously.
Why?
No, we don't do that.
Okay, so
Is Willie good?
what I
What
got,
are you doing here in this parking lot?
your lady called me and said that you got a drunk guy here getting ready to leave. So to keep a guy from getting on the road, come down here, found him, he's drunk. So keep him from getting in the vehicle, I'm asking to see if I can see the cameras to prove that he drove up here.
Why? There's some weird beef between
Would not do
them.
that for any citizen. These are private cameras, okay? I'm not with people getting watched all the time or any of that stuff.
And you sit across the road over here for a day for an hour and 15 minutes watching my place.
As a business
I'm not
owner,
watching, I'm running traffic.
as a
He's even
business
asked me to
owner,
do said thing.
to watch traffic. As a business owner, nobody's gonna come and buy anything from the liquor store with the cops sitting across there. It's not good for business.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Does he have to turn over this camera? This video?
Say no.
No, without the
I don't
subpoena,
think-
no.
No.
I don't think so. Right. Exactly. The judges would, the officer would have to get a warrant signed by a judge in order to get that video. You know, we can talk about whether or not it's the smart move, but I don't think the business owner is required to turn that over at all.
Yeah, I mean, if the gas station teller, is indicating that she saw him drive, I feel like that would be enough for him to charge with the DUI and then try to get the surveillance video thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily hear her say that,
Right.
like when they had their interaction. I think a problem that he has too is he said, I need the cameras because right now all I have is reasonable suspicion.
Right.
Oh, I think he has a problem there.
That took a turn. I wasn't prepared for
Me
that.
either. I wasn't prepared
I
for
like
Mayor
it.
Willie to come in a navy blue hoodie
I know. I like it. Mayor Willie.
with dip in his mouth.
Right. It is, he's trying to protect, I suppose, in his mind, small government and the patrons
Yeah.
of his small business, right? When the long arm of the law comes in, sticking their neck in private citizens' business. That's what he's saying, right? Now, this officer is handling it well, in my opinion, because he's like, I can't just hold this guy on suspicion indefinitely. I need a bit more
Yeah.
to
He
book
was
him
also,
for DUI.
yeah, super reasonable with them. He's like, this is why I need the video. I'm not trying to cause
Right.
any beef with you guys.
Right.
But
But
like, I've had it with you. He's like,
they're thinking the cops are, he said he's accusing the cops
Yeah.
of sitting across the street and kind of staking the joint out or whatever and scaring away business. Okay. Let's see what the officer does. I'm going to bet the officer continues to do the right thing because he has thus far, and the officer seems to understand the law and what he can and cannot do.
You're a liar. You said she called the cops and she did not call the cops.
I did not call the cops.
Okay,
So you're a f***ing liar.
Sir, I'm going to tell you to
Get
calm
the
down.
f*** out of here.
Sir,
Get out of here.
Sir,
Go.
stop. Sir, stop.
Get the f*** out of here. I'm sick of you.
Sir,
You lied about that.
You f***ing
I
lied.
didn't lie about nothing.
She didn't f***ing call you.
You said she called. You just
Okay.
said that.
She
You just-
called
you
or
need to
somebody
leave.
called.
You need to leave
Get
here.
the f*** out of here. Don't ever pull back on this parking lot again.
You
I
need to
told you
leave.
that with one business. I'm telling you with this one.
I'm telling you as a business owner politely, you need
All right.
to leave here.
We're going to go. Hey, Andy, will you get his keys?
Get the f*** out of here. Get in your car and get the f*** out of here.
Hey, right now I'm here lawfully for an investigation.
No, you're not on my property.
Yes, I am.
Because no one calls you. Get
All
out
right,
of here.
I'm going to call the chief.
Andy, I want him gone.
Do you want the car removed?
No, leave the car there.
See, right now he's under arrest. He's being detained.
Okay.
So until I can complete an investigation.
You go back to the drunk guy in the car, you're like, you're no longer the biggest asshole here.
right.
You just literally went
Yeah.
up a peg
Yeah.
on the totem pole.
the gas station teller now is like afraid to tell her boss
Yep.
that she
Right,
called
yeah.
the police,
Yep,
which
seems
doesn't
like it.
bode well for her safety in the future.
No, it doesn't. A minute ago, she's like, thank God you guys got here when you
Yeah,
did.
she's like, I didn't call you.
That's good. That was good.
Wow. All right, bud. Hold up. Check it out.
the fuck was that about? Holy shit.
What was that about?
It's whatever. So here's the deal. Again, like I said, you're not being under arrest, okay? I'll
What was
detain
that
you.
about?
Will you listen to me for a second so I can get this done?
Wow.
Again,
That guy was a fucking
I know.
dick.
We're going to take care of that later on down the road. That's okay.
He's a
Now listen
dick.
to me. Hey, listen to me, bud.
What?
Here's the situation. I'm not placing you underneath arrest, okay? I didn't observe you driving the motor vehicle, okay? The lady up there did say you were driving it, okay?
Right?
So here's what I'm going to do. You can walk out of here, okay? I'm not going to place you under arrest. You're not getting in that car, though. If you get in that car, you are going to go to jail. You understand?
The owner said he's fine with the vehicle being there, okay?
Seems
So you ain't
very
gotta worry about getting
reasonable.
towed.
Okay.
But Jeff, you're gonna get stopped and get charged with DWI if you get in the car, because obviously you've been drinking, alright? We can smell it, we can tell it, by talking to you, you've been drinking, alright? Don't get in the car.
I like that guy. He's a nice guy.
You good?
He's a super
All right, hop
nice
on up.
guy. Well,
Sit down for me.
I guess I'll have to walk up.
You'll have to walk back to Kabul, bud.
Can you give me a ride?
Huh? I will not give you a ride. I'm a municipal
Give him a
officer.
ride.
I will not give you a ride.
How come you let a guy talk to you like that?
So we're not letting that. That's going to be addressed and taken care of.
I mean, son of a bitch. I whipped that motherfucker's ass.
Well,
I mean, I'd have tore him out of the frame. Hey, take me to where he's at and I'll take care of it.
I appreciate that, sir. So again, I need
I'll
you.
go there and whip him.
Okay, I'm going to need you to start walking though, one way or the other. Okay, I'm going to give you your stuff.
Well,
all
let
right?
me.
Mayor Willie
That's
Walker was
awesome.
reprimanded by the city council at their next meeting. Many of the townspeople did not appreciate how the mayor treated the police officer.
That
What was the
one.
name of the drunk guy? Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff. All right, let's give grades. This is going to be good. Let's start with the drunk guy, Jeff. Shahina, you're up first.
Give him a solid A. Perfect client.
Right.
Doesn't make any statements. He's like, so what? I'm drunk. I didn't drive.
Exactly.
So I mean, a solid A. He did what I would expect a person to do who would walk into our office with a DUI.
Yeah.
So I think he did everything he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I give him an A+ as well. He was clearly drinking and driving. Somehow ended up with not getting any charge
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
in
here,
spite of himself.
you see us laughing. Obviously, this is an entertaining video.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, guys. Like, we're fine. We'll be just fine. Our business will survive. Don't drink and drive. People get hurt and injured and killed, right? It's a bad idea. If you are in a situation, though, where you are interacting with the police and you are the subject, which Jeff certainly was, he was relatively polite and, most importantly, quiet. He didn't do standard field sobriety tests. He didn't make any admissions. He sat in the back of that car and, it turned out well for him, right? So yeah, it's hard to give him anything lower from a defense attorney perspective who trying to counsel or coach somebody who's the subject of a law enforcement investigation. Jeff did pretty well. This ain't his first time.
He was arrested yesterday.
Exactly. He's literally in handcuffs yesterday. And will be the day after.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. The officer. What do you guys think?
Definitely, and sorry.
No, you go.
Definitely an A+. I think he did everything possible to de-escalate the situation, to finish his investigation, not to engage with the mayor or his bodyguard negatively. I think he did, fabulous.
Right.
I totally agree. A+. I mean, I thought he was smart. He kept his cool the entire time. I thought it was smart to put him, to detain him while he was investigating. He didn't react to the bodyguard or the mayor. And then afterwards, too, he wasn't like, well, F everybody, I'm still going to arrest this guy.
Yeah.
He said, like, he didn't think that he had enough probable cause. I don't know if I agree with that, but he didn't believe it. And he made sure that, like, this guy wasn't going to drive, but still let him go and didn't charge him. The whole time he never, lost his cool. He never yelled. He never raised his voice. And I think that was super hard to do considering the whole circumstance.
Yep.
So
Totally right. A+. You guys covered it. A+ for that officer. He knew the law. Okay, so now let's grade. Let's take him as a duo. The mayor and his attack dog. What grade did they get, Shahina?
So As a duo, I would say a D. I think the mayor was like, as a business owner, I'm not gonna like step away
Sure.
from my duty as a mayor. Like, I am not okay with this.
Right.
If you want to get the videos, like bring a warrant, whatever you
Right.
need to do. His partner, his side, whatever he was, him yelling at the cops, so unnecessary.
Right.
Like, it wasn't needed. The officer kept explaining, like, I'm doing my job. I need to finish this investigation. He seems drunk. Like, everyone's safety is at risk. And like, it just escalated from there. I know
Yeah.
the mayor walked away, but like, this guy just kept barking at the officer. So for that reason, a D.
Yeah.
I'm going to give an F. I mean, he's an elected public official. It is his right as also a business owner, I guess, not to turn over that video and make the officer go through like the proper legal procedures to get it. But they both were aggressive, yelling, right away saying like, get off my property and stuff. And like the officer's just trying to do his job. Obviously the city council thought the same way. He got reprimanded. It seems like he's got too many conflicts of interest there.
Yeah.
So he also should have controlled his attack dog and been like, calm down, take a Xanax. Like,
Exactly. Maybe it's unfair to grade them together, but yes, the mayor is more logical, subdued than the attack dog. But really, same thing. They're not I get it. That's fine. I'm not questioning their political beliefs or, sort of whatever, the fact that they think that the sheriff is hurting his business by parking across the street. That's all fine. But they're not the subject of the investigation. That officer clearly told you why he was there. They weren't there illegally. They weren't, infringing upon the business owner's rights or anything like that they're, trying to make it out to be. You got to realize that officer's there doing his job and he's totally in the right. You can kick him off. You can deny the video. But yelling and kicking him and saying you got to get out of here right away is just so ridiculous and unnecessary. It's just stupid. And just on a non-legal commentary here, the mayor deserves to get censured or, sort of some sort of blowback from the community. Like, this is small town Missouri, it appears. They like their police officers there, right? And to do that, you got to balance that with small government, and I get it. But I mean, the officer's totally in his right, and you had a good officer there. That is a good officer just doing his job with a legal basis to be standing on that property. Doesn't deserve to get yelled at and attacked like that.
all right, guys, there you have it. Jeff got really lucky. It was his lucky day. Doesn't happen to all of our clients, but we hope you like the video and let us know what you think.